Welcome back to News Nation Now. I'm Nick Smith. No pets left behind. That's the message one program is working to do. They're doing their best to reunite soldiers with their animals they've rescued or bonded with while serving overseas. The comfort and joy that pets provide is immeasurable. These pups don't have the training, but they have the love and courage to emotionally save our soldiers. That's where Paws of War steps in, making sure these soldiers are back together with their furry friends. Since 2014, more than 600 dogs and cats have made it safely back to the U.S. thanks to Paws of War. Joining us now is Robert Masseri, co-founder of Paws of War. Robert, I know that you have made it your mission to get these furry family members back with their service members because you believe that that is something that's essential to the health and welfare of both.
That's right, Nick. You know, our active military members arrive in these foreign territories. They're on deployment. The first thing they see when it comes to a cat and a dog is how they're suffering, what they're going through. They're not used to it. We don't see that here. And then they see how they're treated, and it really makes them uncomfortable. But then what happens is all of a sudden these cats and dogs are befriending our military. They're building a bond, and many times our military have to rescue them out of a bad situation. They spend 6, 7, 8, 9 months, a year, even longer, bonding, living together, eating together, and then they have to leave. So policy does not allow our military to take them back. We have to jump in and do everything for them. Otherwise, they're left behind. And there's nothing worse than talking to an active military member who had to leave an animal behind. They say their lives, they're miserable about every single day. They think about what they're doing, if the animal's alive. So it's a really troubling situation when they do have to leave them behind.
And Robert, I'm glad you said that because I don't know that most people at home know that active duty service members cannot transport those pets back with them. So I think they think, well, why can't they just take their dog with them? So as a result, nonprofit groups like yourself have to be that intermediary to make that happen. That's
right. And it's costly. We have built a great team of animal lovers, like-minded people like us around the world, so that when we get a phone call, and we get them every single day, whether it's Syria, Iraq, we have to jump into action. These are civilians that are jumping into action to get these animals to safety. It takes a long time to get them here, 2-3 months, and it's very, very expensive. And we obviously do this on donations. We don't charge our active military a single penny. We get that animal right to their home, whether they're home first or when they come home after we reunite them. And we're always in their lives, whether it's training after the fact, medical after the fact. But there's nothing like it when you serve and you bond with an animal. You want that animal to come home, especially knowing that it's going to go back to a harsh life and likely terrible abuse.
And Robert, I know you've been doing this since 2014. I want you to talk specifically about how this can help service members who have been deployed. They come back to the United States. That service is not over. More often than not, there may be opportunities or occasions of PTSD. Why is that animal so important to that service member?
The conversations I have with them is just, you can't even imagine the stories. And it really matters. It makes a big difference in their life. In many cases, they become their service animal. And it is critical. It is critical. It's a bond that we will need to live another 1,000 years to understand what these animals mean to people and what they can really do for us. But the bond is there, and we never want that to be separated. And that's why we do what we do every single day, to make sure that we can bring those animals back safely to America so they can reunite with those active military members who served our nation, and they don't ask for anything. They ask, just please get this animal safely out of this country for me.
Robert, before I let you go, quickly, what do you want people at home to know? I know that we can find you at pawsofwar.org, but what is it that you want people at home to do who may not live in the area? How can they support?
Nick, we have 10 cases every single month, 10 missions. We can't do it alone. We need help. Please visit our website and help us. Just get us the donations we need, corporate sponsorship, anybody who wants to help. We're desperate to get more dogs out of these countries for our active military members. That's what we need right now.
Robert, I can tell you on behalf of everyone here at News Nation, anything that works to help support our men and women in uniform always has a home here. Robert Messeri, thank you so much.
Nick, thanks for having me.